and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the second part of the session of For the Empire or Her People. Before we jump into the action, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on the YouTube channel, and if you're watching live, don't forget to follow our page and potentially subscribe. Sorry for ending, restarting, yada, 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 over and over again. We were having some internet issues in my building, and I wanted to make sure that the stream quality could maintain where it was at. The best I could muster up is lower my stream quality very slightly. But hey, the YouTube quality is still going to be 1080p, so enjoy that. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. So players, you ready? Jenna has come to a general consensus. I will allow the details to be worked out between all of you. Sterling, as per usual, you are on lead. I expect you not to use your emotions in this situation.
Understood.
Good. Really? That's what has you... The joke was general consensus. Jenna. Roll.
Sometimes like you can make myself laugh.
I'm so upset that we didn't get to run our earlier one shot. I had so many fucking brilliant puns ready. Next year. Anyways. Jenna is going to yell across the pond. Reginald! If my team wishes to work with you on this mission, you will be treating Sterling as an ally, not a subordinate. Understood? We would need to work out the details for all of this. I am not just going to say I will follow orders or work with you all without knowing what happens to me afterwards. As useful as they all seem, I do not wish to have them immediately kill me once we are successful. Then you have my word of at minimum a head start. A 7-day. Is this reasonable to the rest of you? Once the current mission you are going to work on is over, you give him 7 days. No contact, no following, no interaction.
And then what?
And then, if you need to capture him, kill him, or anything else, you may use whatever force you have at your disposal.
Well, it depends on how he acts, as if that'll be necessary or not.
That would be up to your consensus as a group. However, if we find out that you are doing something that would be harmful to the Empire or to any innocent people that you will be dealing with, I am giving them permission to stop you by any means necessary. Yeah, that's reasonable. Well then, I suppose we're all done here. No. I need that trinket from you. Ah, you remembered about it. Okay. He pulls it out of his pocket and holds it up, and Janet just quickly takes it from his hand. Very well. I suppose you are perfectly fine keeping this mission a secret from your colleagues. Yes, that is fine. I don't believe any of them need to know, so long as you wish to keep it a secret from your boss. Of course, if they are found with you, and there is a bounty out for you, well, they can do whatever they would like at that point. That is fair. Well done. Safe travels back. She looks at all of you. Sterling, you work out all the details.
Yes, ma'am.
I recommend you take your allies to heart when you are considering the details as well.
Will do.
Oana, as you do not work for me, I cannot tell you what to do. It is completely your call. But I do hope that you can at least stay discreet about this dealing.
You have my word.
Very well. By the way, she looks at all of you. None of you would be useful. Goodbye. And she starts walking off. Sneak.
That's a strange way to end the conversation.
By the way, none of you are useful.
No, she said, by the way, and then reconsidered and went, nah, none of you would be useful.
So rude.
This party has a lot of personality and not much more. A lot of decks and a lot of personality.
I am strong. Thank you.
Currently. Just forget to eat your
Unless you
spinach
enter-
one day.
Yeah. Enter a field of anti-magic. You're suddenly not that strong anymore.
Ah, shit, this armor's heavy.
Wait, am I still wearing the thingy armor? I think I
I
am.
don't fucking know what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The incriminating armor. Yep.
Yep. Sneak, as you look after her, like, rude, you see the same individual that's been following you for the first time ever just sneak out behind a tree and just keep walking with her. You don't recognize her at all, Sneak. Who the fuck's that?
This is what? Who is that?
Wait, is it the same girl I saw?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah, she's been following you for a while.
Oh. Oh. No. I hate Janet. Nice to finally meet you.
She looks back at you and just keeps walking.
Now you get the shivers, not me.
Visible discomfort.
Don't worry, she only stalked you every single day the entire time you were in Rexingtrum for a total of 3 months without you ever seeing her.
Yep. Not okay.
So, can I just get a quick recap? We're going to go with Reggie now.
Maybe.
To White. Maybe.
Yeah, we've kind of been working with him the last couple episodes you've been gone.
Did we... Is he, like, kind of on the okay now with us? Do y'all... Eh.
Personality differences.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend,
Okay.
more or less.
We're done here,
Better than
right?
the friend of my friend is my enemy, so we're good.
That would be
Well-
uncomfortable.
You're not exactly done yet. As you all are having your conversation, you do watch as Jenna's personal guards begin walking past, and Janet just kind of like scoops up right beside you, Sterling. Hi, how's everything been going?
Perfect. Janet, perfect.
Wonderful.
Well-
She looks at you, Oana. we have not met yet. My name is Janet. I don't touch people.
Oh, well, hello, Janet. My name is Alana.
Pleasure
It's
to meet
lovely
you.
to meet you.
Yes, it is. So, I have been given orders by Jenna to give you all a, let's call it bonus.
Sure.
Usually people are a bit more excited.
Oh, I'm excited. I just
You did not express that in your face whatsoever.
I was
think it was
hanging
the
on to your every
phrase.
word.
It was the phrase, let's call it a bonus. It
Yes.
needs something to the imagination.
It could also be considered a severance if you are found working with somebody who is defected from the Empire and seen as a traitor. But, tomato, tomato.
As they say.
Yes. So anyways, I am here to hand you over this little coin purse. Gives it to you, Sterling.
Take it.
Now that is supposed to be used for your upcoming mission and any things that you need to purchase, bribe, or deal with.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, you are very welcome. It has been wonderful catching up. Oh,
It's been good to see you too, Janet.
you as well. Wait, you've met Janet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when she was recruited, she came in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that entire one half a session. This is wonderful. Oh, I should probably also tell you that when you get to Tal'Dorei, don't tell anybody you're from the Empire.
I
That
suppose
is.
then let Taryn and I do the talking, since we're not from the Empire.
To be fair, no one else among you seems to have a typical Zemnian accent. I found it astonishing.
Right, and I'll be sure to go over a few of the usuals, things to keep in mind for Tal'Dorei as well on the trip.
That would be good. I'm not sure how they deal outside the country. But anyways, yes, be sure to never tell anybody, especially officials, that you are from the Empire, as we are currently going to war.
Oh,
Brilliant.
lovely.
Yes.
With who?
Tal'Dorei.
Oh, I see.
There was an
That makes
entire
sense.
debacle that happened at the Wuyan gates. They can tell you
I'm
all
sure it wasn't
about
that
it.
important.
Yeah, your predecessor really screwed up.
However, we are still in good allyship with... Shit, what's her name? The Tabaxi woman from Tal'Dorei.
Depu?
Depu, yes. We are still in good...
Kai snorts.
We are still in good working order and allyship with General Depu.
Well, that's nice.
Of course.
I don't know who that is.
That is just Jenna and myself, though. And, by association, all of you. Anyways, take care of yourselves. Pleasure, 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 pleasure.
Safe
Goodbye.
travels, Janet.
You as well. She pivots and just... It's weird. You're not even sure if she's actually touching the grass as she walks across it. She just, like, moves very quickly across it.
Just a quick question. How are any of you from the Empire?
I don't think any of us are. Sneak told us about growing up on ships along the coast, and
I am.
oh, Kai. But yeah, that's right. I forgot you were from the Empire.
Okay, Kai, so whatever you do, don't talk once we get to Tal'Dorei.
Kai just looks at you.
I thought it was funny.
You would.
Well,
Anyway, want to go back to society?
Yes, we.
I'm sure Mr. City Boy over there has been quite happy to get back.
Kai, Sneak It might be. I don't know how long we'll be gone for. Hopefully not long, but I know you already paid your respects not long ago here. Just before we just head out, I just want to make sure that, if you needed a little time here, you could take it.
No, I think I've said my piece with this place. There is one more thing I want to do before we leave Wildemount, before getting out into the seas, but we can do that as we go to charter a ship.
All right, good. Kai, any last respects you want to do here, or are you good?
No, I'm fine.
Well, then let's head back.
So, you all head across the lake over to Reggie, who looks at you all. I do not suppose this is some ploy to trick me, considering how easy it would have been to attempt to apprehend me here and now.
No trick now, no trick under the beach where your body was. No tricks.
Do you all still intend to capture or kill me at the end of this mission?
I have no intention of that, unless it be in self-defense.
Have a nice your bounty would be.
How much is my bounty worth in the underground anyways?
Not as much as you would think.
Really? Taryn, do you have that noted down?
I don't,
have copper
but
in a boot.
Is there a bounty? I thought we were just going.
I remember that it was that he would destroy our vials of blood and couldn't track us.
Wasn't it
That was part
like
of it.
5,000 or 10,000 gold?
It was
5,000.
half. Yeah, half if he died. If he was. Here somewhere.
The bounty from the gentleman was 5,000 gold, but also the gentleman said that if you did not do this, if you didn't kill him, that he will use his influence to hunt all of you down. And he has your blood to track you all. Except Owana.
Technically speaking, we did let him die.
How well do you think that'll hold up with the criminals? We killed him.
Lawful.
You didn't do a very good job at it.
Lawful evil is lawful evil. They have to abide by their rules.
They're neutral evil
It
at best.
There wasn't a written contract.
How well do you think that'll hold up to the criminal underground? But yeah.
We'll look into it and deal with him if he actually did this, but I can't look at the video anymore, so.
It wasn't that long ago.
It was, yeah. It's off of YouTube. Or it's off of Twitch.
It was ever on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't start uploading to Twitch until the Wuyang Gate situation for this game.
Well,
So we
Wow,
got
time.
we got that saved.
well, Reginald, there was a gold bounty, but as well, if we don't do this, we make enemies of the gentleman himself. So.
Oh. Well. If it is any constellation, I have been seeking the gentleman for the better part of 3.5 years. I would love the opportunity to have him come after me.
Well, perhaps we could be the bait for that. Who knows?
You know, he has been one of the only underground people who has not sent out his subordinates to assassinate me. I fear that either he is overly cautious or overvalues his help. I'm not quite sure.
Well, he sent everyone here, right?
Are you his subordinates?
Oh, no.
And I don't think. Oh, never mind.
Anyways, let us work out the details. Apparently, Sterling and I are as equals in this mission. I do not work well with people on equal footing.
You don't say.
I do. However, it may be incredibly beneficial to all of us, if we at least hear each other out and take our words seriously.
Agreed.
I'm always serious.
He raises his eyebrow as he looks. Actually, no, yeah, you two are the same height, so looks dead at you. So, what is it that we are going to, let us establish how this partnership is going to work on our way back. Yeah?
Sounds good.
So that means if I have a problem, I can command your subordinates to help me if you are not around. Much in the same way as you command them.
Yeah, right.
Well, equal is equal, is it not?
I believe that that's correct. You can command us just as well as Sterling can command us.
And based off of all of that, I assume none of you listen to instructions very well.
Oh, we listen.
Oh, yeah.
They listen, and Commander Kai there.
You keep calling him Commander.
Yes.
Why? He does not have any status in the Empire. In fact, up until this year, he did not even have a home of address in the Empire.
Yes, I think it's always good to have a second, and he's been very good. While his words may trip him up at times, he's actually quite dependable.
He just keeps staring at Kai like, why? Very well. So, if we are going to be doing this, we need to know our route up there. Currently, there is no voyaging on ship through the coast until you get over to Palma Flora. Which means we have to find our way over there before we can chart a vessel. I do not have any knowledge of magical circles in the Empire or in Tal'Dorei. As such, I think it would be very difficult for me to try to bring us there quickly, and considering the amount of open ocean between us and Whitestone, I do not think it is a safe bet for me trying to risk a quick travel.
Agreed. So, to Palma Flora it is.
Very well. Welcome back.
Now, did we determined that the cultists were on the move, right? And they had previously been in Port Damali.
Based off of what Terran told all of us, they are on a ferry, and there are only 3 locations in Wildemount that have ferries attached to them. Let me bring you over to the continent of Wildemount map, and he is going to pull out his personal map of the area. The first ferry is between Port Damali and Port Flora, down here. It is a close enough track that it only takes a couple of days across on it, so they utilize it very often. The second ferry is a ferry across Nicodranas, end of the beach to the other one. That is a location specifically to, get trashed before going to a separate party. And the third ferry is the one that connects between Wildemount over to the furthest reaches of Tal'Dorei.
Where is that?
It is a place that is not considered belonging to any of our authorities in Exandria. A lawless location. How do I... He waves his hands and you all watch as an illusionary map, just a basic looking map, appears on the grass. And this is what it looks like. So, the area you are looking at is this area up
Okay.
here. And it connects directly here. More or less. A little more than less.
Now, does that... So we go to Palma Flora, and then we go to Whitestone from there? Or is we go to wherever the ferry lands to Whitestone?
We go... The way that I am looking at this is we go to Palma Flora, we charter a vessel to take us into Tal'Dorei. More than likely, the best place for us to stretch across the ocean and head to would be Drina, I believe. It is a port city towards the east coast of Tal'Dorei.
Okay, and then we would travel
to Whitestone. Notably, I have never been inside of Tal'Dorei before, so I will be seeking your expertise in the matter of location and travel. Terran.
Understood. I will be speaking with everyone about Tal'Dorei customs and such as we travel.
Well, I am not very good at, pretending to be somebody else, so I will just stay quiet the whole time.
She can't help but have like a very pleased look on her face.
So should we leave immediately, or do we have more business to take care of here before we go?
That is completely up to you. I saw that Jenna did give you something, or Janet did. I believe that is your allowance. I do not know how your employment works with her.
Yeah, it's a loner.
Very well. Well, if you all need to gather anything, I would rather you be at 100 than without. But I would like to know by this evening's end how long we are staying here. Remember, each day that we wait is another day that they get further away from us.
Yes,
Agreed.
I'm thinking we head out and maybe stock up a little bit here, but stock up on Palma Flora as we head on.
Palma Flora does not have a tremendous amount of stock available right now. Considering the evacuation along the coast, Nicodranas is the last place in the menagerie that is still fully functioning right now. All
Good
the other
point, good point.
locations, yes.
Even from Palma Flora, it looks like we have a journey of at least 1,000 miles.
Yes.
This could take some time.
Yes.
How
I'm
long?
thinking-
What were you saying, Moana?
I was just wondering how long it would take us to go 1,000 miles.
Well, I
Best
actually
case
have
scenario,
an
10
application.
days.
Oh, you're doing forced march then.
Well, no, I mean, that's assuming 4 miles an hour on a galley. That's 250 hours.
Are we going to be able to get a galley?
Yeah, like I said, best case scenario. Worst,
So-
I mean, a rowboat is the worst case scenario, but
You
Middling,
are going to be
500
traveling
hours.
on foot to Palmaflora. You can't take a
That's
boat.
long.
There are eldritch horrors in the water. You're not taking a boat. So that is 41 days of travel, moving at a standard 8-hour per day pace. Now, because you have Owana, if you're willing to sacrifice your horses and pick them up at each town that you pass through,
Yeah, we've got a cart and stuff to pull.
you
I think
can.
Pioneers
Yeah,
didn't
she-
Pioneers do 30 miles a day? I mean,
I
Who
have
knows?
a 5e calculator for travel. So
cool.
Yeah.
moving at a fast pace, moving 14 hours a day, which means your horses are going to die
yeah, we're not
every couple of, towns, or you have to drop them off and get new ones. You could make it to Palma, Flora in 17 days.
Yeah, let's not kill our horses.
Okay.
That's a bit cruel.
Now, if you travel 12 hours a day, moving at that pace, you may kill your horses.
I think we're gonna do like 8 to 10. That was what I was picturing, just like a normal.
Yeah, let's not destroy our horses.
Okay,
That's
so
me.
if you're doing a fast-paced 8 hours of travel a day, you're looking at 31 days.
Yep, that's about right.
So it'll take you a month to go from here to Palma, Flora,
Mm-hmm.
assuming nothing goes wrong along the way.
that is a bold assumption.
And then there's the trip from Palmaflora to, what was the place you said? It started with a D, I think.
Drina.
White. Oh,
Try not.
It is the first port city in the Empire from this coast. Not the Empire, in Tal'Dorei. Yes, by my maths, it looks like we are going to be traveling a minimum of 31 days.
Well,
Unless, of course, we're
Let's-
willing to purchase more horses and force march them.
let's not.
Very well.
You should respect nature.
I do. A little.
Guess
Out
I
of
didn't hear
respect,
him
though.
threaten
Out of
to
it.
burn down this forest.
Fuck this goddamn forest. Damn mosquitoes and shit.
I respect it in my belly.
Yeah. However, are any of you familiar with the northern stretches of Menagerie?
How far north?
As far north as the Menagerie goes.
The furthest north I've been is Guarden. I'm familiar with that region, but nothing north of that.
Guad. Do all of you have a more expressive map of the Menagerie coast? I lost mine. Well, I had my my associates take them.
Would it be included in my explorer's pack?
Unfortunately, not. However, one of the party members does have a map of the Menagerie coast. I'm trying to see which one of you remembers that you have it,
Yeah.
or ever even labeled it down that you have it.
Yeah, we have it.
Who does?
I thought it was Sterling that picked it up, that ended up with it.
Make sure you have it on your character sheet then. because things like this can get
Um,
destroyed. So
I have a map of the city I grew up in.
really,
That may actually prove to be handy.
oh yeah, maybe. So you pull out your map, Sterling, which is a
Well,
much.
he's
Are you going
Yeah.
to pull out your map?
yeah. I'll pull it
Okay.
out. I was debating it. Yeah, I'll pull it out.
Do you want to work
Sterling
together
pulls it out.
or
Yeah.
Jesus Christ?
Yeah. I'll pull
Phrasing.
it out.
Yeah, I know. So here's the map. He looks at it and goes, where specifically is what? Up here. That is. Let me look at the Wildemount map. He brings you over. So, Guardian is roughly there.
Hmm.
If I can get us close to Guardian without our horses, unfortunately, we would be able to travel closer to the coastline and maybe commandeer a boat and go directly to Wildemount ourselves. Or charter one if somebody is willing.
I was gonna say, do any of us know how to sail? Because I don't.
You can.
Actually, no.
I know how to mop a deck.
Sneak, weren't you the one that helped out Nilfin?
Helped, yes, but mostly by feeling and ability to follow instructions. I spent the majority of my time below deck.
Yeah, I was.
hiding.
So this is player to player. Because I remember when we had our pirate ship pre-Sterling.
Most of the people are gone now.
It's
but
just
you
me and Kai.
it's the two of you. But I remember Nilfin was giving people jobs to do to teach them. But
Yeah,
I don't
we-
remember who did what.
Kai is better at sinking a ship and ending up in the whipping post than actually sailing one.
You are very good at that, yes.
Yeah. For the most part, we were just following instructions. Like, Sneak would be capable in the sense that he would be able to be a valued member of a crew, but he
Mhm.
could not sail the ship himself.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that you guys had gotten specific
Like,
jobs, so maybe not.
He has some experience, but not enough to actually make him
Anyway,
a viable captain.
and then we'll back into time, back where we are. No, I'm not good with ships. Nothing against them. I just.
Gordon's very far inland, but I could go, I guess, ask around if people have a shipping network that they use that we can charter, but I'm not very familiar with that or anything related to it.
I would also like you to describe Guardian to me as best as possible. Every aspect that you know, every look of the trees. If you are capable of creating illusions, that can be incredibly helpful as well.
Illusions. I can do you one thing better, but I need you to go to sleep. I can take you
He
there.
squints at you and then eyes go wide. He goes, "You do that magic."
I do. A very close friend taught it to me. I
You-
could give you a perfect replica of what I remember the city to be.
That can be incredibly helpful. Wait a second. How many times can you do it in an evening?
How long is an evening?
Amazing.
8 hours.
I've got a blue
I-
pill.
I can do it 16 times.
Kai nods his head
I'm
impressed.
sorry, what? 16 times you can use that spell.
Wait, isn't
I
it
can use
6th
it-
level? Isn't that your invocation?
It's a 5th level.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about a spell here. Okay, that makes more. I was impressed for a second there.
Kai just goes, nice. Just
Sudden respect.
So, if you are capable of doing it so many times in an evening, we could theoretically teleport to Whitestone. If you first go into Terran's dream, Terran, dream of your home in Whitestone.
I don't sleep.
I
Well,
can't
you
use
can.
it on her.
Wait, what? Elves are capable of sleeping, they just choose not to.
Oh. I
Your
guess you
trance
would
is a
have to-
may. You can trance, but you can also sleep.
You might have to take one for the team.
Not
Yeah.
not fond of it. Unnatural.
What? Sleeping or having Oana fondle around in your brain?
Yes.
Either.
Sleeping was what I meant, but the others.
Also, the thing about the spell, I'm remembering it, reading air quotes.
Yeah.
I can shape their dreams, but they can't shape their dreams.
I assume you are capable of listening to people. And if you enter into their dream, if they're already in progress of it, if they were already dreaming of it, can you choose to just not alter the landscape and see
Yes.
everything around? Well then.
Yes, but she would have to dream of it, and there's no way I can force her
guarantee
to
that.
dream of home.
Yes.
And even if she does dream of home, her dream may be flawed or twisted or warped in a way that I don't think would pair well with any magic that might try to find it.
You are aware that this is one of the most dangerous and admittedly disgusting versions of magic to ever exist, correct?
That's a matter of perspective and a matter of use.
As a practitioner of magic, I understand using magic for good. It does not mean that it is something that is necessarily good to share with others. I'm sorry, I'm just... That spell specifically is forbidden where I come from.
Well, the person who taught me, I don't think can be forbade anything. So I'm not surprised.
It is understandable. It's just... Never tell me how to do it, okay? Never. I don't want to get tempted. Just don't tell me how to do it.
You have my word.
Good.
Taryn, do you want to just try every night along the way to dream of home, and we can see if it works?
Sure, I will. I'll give it a try. Not. My dreams of home aren't fond.
Really, you strike me as somebody who seems completely mentally stable.
It took a bit to be so.
I thought I was clear in my joking manner. Okay, so we're not joking with each other yet. Good.
Your humor's indecipherable from your normal
He's
way of
German!
speaking.
Just... the driest
Everyone
of
knows
humors.
Germans don't have humor.
Oh, they do. It's just, typically speaking, it comes off as very dry to non-Germans.
I mean, they did have the Brothers Grimm, and we all know what those fairy tales are like.
Oh, those are fucking hilarious.
Hilarious. They're horrifying.
Yeah, that was a joke. It was a funny book. Good stories. So, yes.
I am a bit concerned about this process, but if you'd like, I can tonight, or whenever you decide to take a little nap, I can show you Guarden, and we can go there. And then on the journey from Guarden to the coast, we can try to discover something of Whitestone through Terran's dreams.
That is exactly what I was going to suggest. Good. And I can't find the fucking Menagerie Coast.
It's
Where?
along the water.
No, the page. Oh, I went well past it. Okay.
I'm just saying we better come back to the fucking Wildemount because I still need to find out what this red fuckery is.
What red fuckery?
This red fuckery.
I don't think I'm on your guys' pages.
The red forest next to the Penumbra Range.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just go there and find out.
It's trees.
That's what I've been trying to convince people to do.
Out of character, it is 100% just trees. It's red trees.
Lame.
It's a lake of blood.
I thought it was like going to be like a lake of lava or something. A
I
giant
was
lava.
boiling
expecting
blood.
something cooler than that. It's like, oh, that's just
It is,
scarlet trees.
in fact, red trees. So, yes.
I believe lava is orange on this map.
Yes.
What, like
Isocross.
this lava?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
lava.
I didn't go up high enough. Okay.
So, for just tonight, you have my permission to enter into my dreams. And after tonight, there will be no exceptions. And do not share anything you experience in my dreams before you manipulate them to others.
Oh, don't worry. It's instantaneous. My changes.
16 times a night, but it's all instant.
Oh.
I'm just gonna annoy him the whole night, just talking.
Oh my god. This is every fucking person's nightmare. So anyways, I
Literally.
was just going to be here. I just yeah.
And they recall it in perfect detail if I want them to.
So I'm going to have to I'm gonna have to refresh all of my knowledge on Guarden. Surprisingly, I was not prepared for that location. Because it's fucking Guarden.
And that's what happens when you have the teleport at your disposal.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to make you guys, hey, we're gonna travel to Palma Flora. Then, no, he's smart. He's too smart to not go like, oh, you can do that. Yay. Very well. So, we will attempt our teleportation in the morning. Tonight, everybody gather your belongings. Sorry. If you are all prepared tonight, and you tell me this, tonight, we will prepare to leave in the morning. If we need to stay longer because any of you need to do anything, get anything made, anything such as that, you simply request it.
Yeah. So, anyone have to do anything before we leave? Are we gonna? I'm good at leaving in the morning. I need to find a stable for my horse.
Let's do
It's true. We'll just do that back in Nicodranas, I assume.
Yes, it's a good thing we've been traveling during this entire conversation.
That was very, great foresight.
Yes. About an hour or so goes by, because now you're just doing a simple trot. You all make it back into the city of Nicodranas. Now, it is roughly... Yeah, it's right past noon. It's still early in the afternoon.
So, do you want to go to bed early tonight? And by tonight, I mean right now.
We do have a few things that we could sell this afternoon.
Oh yes.
Well, spend
gonna
your
say-
day doing what it is you need to do. I am going to go back to the inn and begin setting up all of my fail safes. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye. That went well.
So when I get back to the inn, I'll go ahead and
Well, are you guys
alone
stopping by the inn first thing, or?
get drop off stuff, and then I want to outside of prying eyes. Oh, I opened up the wrong thing. Finally look into the pouch.
Before we get to that point,
Oh, never mind.
Kai, give me your sleight of hand.
Use advantage. Oh man! Yay!
As you all are out of prying eyes on your travel, Reggie moving up ahead, you all notice that Kai dumps the pouch out onto the floor in front of you all, where you see 5 platinum coins with unique emblems on them.
I don't get a save.
You do. It's called your passive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I get to roll against it.
I turn inside out in case it's a bag of holding or anything.
Yeah, he was just trying to make it so everybody knows what is in there.
No, I know, but
Pick
how
one
did he
up.
get the pouch? How did he get the pouch?
He sleight of handed it, and that's why you
Right,
have
but
a
don't I-
passive perception.
I rolled a 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's passive that people have to be. You have to be actively watching the pouch.
Okay.
In order
I swear other people. I thought I misunderstood that. I just thought people had rolled before.
No, it's usually contention when you're both actively trying to do it in front of each other. He's been
Gotcha.
waiting to do it until there was
Okay.
an opening.
Cool.
Yeah. The reason Taryn always gets to sleight of hand back is because she's constantly watching him
Yeah.
and
She's just
sets
like,
that up preemptively.
All right. Anyway, so what's in the bag?
5 platinum coins.
Wait,
with...
where are you doing this at, Kai?
I was thinking in a room or something. I was going to follow him into his room. I don't want to do it out in the open, away from prying eyes and all.
Yeah, you said away from prying eyes, so like outside of Nicodranus after Reggie went up ahead.
Hmm. Are they,
Just that group alone in a spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all 5 of you see he dumps it onto the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to picture where we were at when he did
Yeah.
it. That's all.
are they all different?
No, they all have the same emblems and iconography on them.
the Tal'Dorei.
Okay. And then can you repeat what it was so that I can write it in the party loop? Or
5 platinum coins. This is not currency, it's platinum coins with unique symbols to all of you aside from Taryn.
Make symbols.
Can I pick one up?
So what is this? Money?
Yes, you can pick one up, Oana. Taryn, these are banknotes or bank stamps. In Tal'Dorei, since they have an open relationship with most of the world, there's actually been a well-established banking system for adventurers and people who do not wish to house all of their gold in one location in order to safeguard it. These coins are good in Marquette. These coins are good in Isocross, or certain points of Isocross, Isilra, and Tal'Dorei. You pretty much need to go to any major city, including Whitestone, and cash them in. They are
So-
completely useless in the Empire and Wildemount.
So Taryn, these are 5. This is 5 platinum worth.
No, they could be worth much more.
I guess
So-
it's good to have.
What exactly are we doing? And the last thing we completed was dealing with the skeleton. What's his face? And then we got sent after to deal with the judge, which turns into Jason Reggie, which turns into our ally, which turns into us going to another continent with Reggie, and all in between that,
Not that you're complaining about being around him.
apparent Kai doesn't know her. And aside from that, apparently Gina thinks I'm her personal male bitch. What are we doing?
Well,
I
you
think you're
are
taking
awfully good at it.
I think you're taking that part a little bit too close to heart.
On my own terms, Owen, and not someone else's.
Oh,
We're-
please. When was the last time we did anything on our own terms?
We're going to Tal'Dorei to take out a part of the myriad that is a cult that created something so bad that Vox Machina had to take care of it in Tal'Dorei.
Who the fuck is Vox Machina?
Have you been living under a rock?
No, I've
Assume
been
yes.
surviving on the streets, and then I spent a year on a ship getting the shit kicked out of me. Sorry, I don't know what Vox Machina is.
They killed some dragons that were destroying civilization.
They're a group of people who perhaps became the most powerful group that we'd ever, certainly Tal'Dorei had ever seen, that honestly that could have rivaled the power of the assembly itself.
And we're supposed to do something that they couldn't.
They took care of part of it, of what the cult had done in Tal'Dorei itself a while back, but it seems the same group is attempting to do something else to gain power now. They aren't as powerful as they were then. That's for certain.
Yeah, and I lost track. What time? What point in time are we? I thought we were like a good distance after Vox Machina.
You're 100 years post Vox Machina, but a few of them are still alive.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
And
ones who
Terran
aren't-
was alive for
Yeah.
when Vox Machina was in Tal'Dorei.
Yeah, anyone who was like a human has probably aged and passed away by now.
The only ones that are known alive, Pike died at the battle that happened last year. Scanlan,
Aw.
Keyleth, and Vexalia. They're the only ones alive.
I mean, Scanlan's a
sad.
gnome, so he lives for like 300 years,
Yeah.
400, 200, something like that.
Hundreds.
Elf.
Vex
Yeah.
is a half elf, so
No,
she lives
no.
for like
Oh,
180.
no. Okay, a half elf and then a full elf. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Keyleth is going to be alive forever.
Only about 1,000 or so years.
But Pike died. Oh.
Forever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an entire thing. Once you go to Tal'Dorei, you can ask about it and you'll find out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Kai could care less. I'm just sad.
I mean, yeah, I am too, but you can also watch the part 1 of the Tal'Dorei stories on our YouTube channel.
Or you could have gone to school, Kai.
Yeah.
Or I can catch up on the freaking stuff with this game.
True,
I'm,
true.
I'm like a month or two behind on the actual Critical Role. But anyway, so...
Taryn, did you see my message? Okay, just making sure.
Well, perhaps to prepare for our trip, there is one place here where they are usable. I don't suggest using all 5 of them, but if we need the means in order to prepare ourselves for travel, we can use them. Use one at least.
Sure. I'll hand mine back to Taryn. The one I picked up.
They're like vultures. The moment all 5 hit, they went, mine.
I thought they were magical at first.
I mean, those were seagulls, not vultures. Jaro.
Disadvantage next roll for correcting me.
Fair shout. Fair enough.
I was hoping they'd like turn into like a giant eagle or something.
No,
Well-
she gave you currency.
Well,
About time Jenna paid us for something. We haven't been paid for anything in a while.
alright, and my, the only way I've made money is
Did she pay us?
finding
Jesus.
oblivious people around the boardwalk, but
Did she pay us, or did she give us
Can
some
you
money?
let Taryn keep talking? She was in the middle of talking.
Sorry.
was fairly finished, but
Makes a good point.
If we need money, I find the best place to find it is find the people who've been taking other people's money and take it from them.
Yes, like tax collectors.
or we could simply walk to the embassy here and swap this for some coin. See how much Jenna has waiting for us in these bank accounts.
Also, when we get to Guarden, it's a large city. We'll be able to buy just about anything we need there as well.
Right, so we get the currency here, and then we go to Guarden and to get what we need to take care of, and
Yes,
then
Sterling?
on to Tal'Dorei.
Just a point of clarification. When I was writing down the list of places that we could use the currency and get it? It's
Not
other pla-
Wildemount specifically.
Yeah, that's okay. So not here.
Except
so we can't go...
Nicodranus.
Oh, I missed
There
that
is an
part. Oh,
embassy. Yeah, it's something that I misspoke when I said I was supposed to give you that bit of information. There is currently an embassy to Tal'Dorei here in Nicodranus.
Okay, I will put that in the
Yeah.
party.
So
list.
you can
If
cash
we
it out
are going to
here
war.
specifically in Wildemount. Out of all of Wildemount, there's nowhere else to cash out. At.
There's also the question of whether we want to. Right?
I don't know about you, Awana, but I don't necessarily have the funds to prepare for
Well,
I
what
have
all do we need?
37
gonna
gold.
travel.
Yeah, what all do you need? I don't think we need much, do we?
Well, and we do have quite a significant amount of non-liquid funds. Let's have a look. We've got
Yes, if we have at least 1,600. We have. Let me do some quick math. Scroll up,
1,600.
scroll up. 1,680, 1,730, 17. If we sell everything, that's 1,730 worth of gold. Ish.
I
That's what it's appraised
also-
at. So.
Also would like to have the chance to have some sort of cushion in case we do run into, say, someone we need to bribe. We can't necessarily bribe them with these.
Yeah, we don't even know what's on them.
Would you like a bronze rapier?
I have
So-
a 250 GP agate.
I'd rather have coin in my hand than in someone
think
else's pocket.
Yes, but wouldn't we get a better rate for the trade there?
It's the same.
I would
assume
like to
that
travel
each-
around that world because when I go to
Yeah.
the UK, I get screwed.
Well, the difference is
You don't
Tal'Dorei
get
is
screwed when you come to the UK. Our money's worthless.
Tal'Dorei is a state that doesn't want to fuck their people over.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah, their conversion rate is, oh, hey, you have these coins. Yeah, here you go. We're
No,
here
yeah,
to help.
I get that.
Their embassy is meant to help people, not
Okay.
extort them for money.
Okay. All right.
You're absolutely right.
So
in the real
This
world,
is
it
why
does
they're
not
a
work
bigger
like
power
that.
in the world.
But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, to them, they're like, hey, this is just what we do to make sure our citizens stay happy.
Are
That was
the
weird.
are the
Okay, cool.
coins
No one. Got it.
are they imprinted with their value?
Technically, yes.
Okay. So
I'll
they
take
all
a
have the
look at
same-
it and see.
They all have the same symbols, so they're all worth the same amount.
Would you like to roll an investigation and find out?
I would
And we-
like to.
At least find out how much these things are worth at the embassy.
Taryn and Oana, each one of these tokens is worth 1,000 gold.
Wow, that's a lot.
So 5,000 gold.
Total.
Yeah.
They're worth that, but they're only worth that in Tal'Dorei or at one of these embassies.
So yeah, while Sneak sells everything he wanted to sell, we can take a trip to the embassy, get these exchanged, as long as we want to exchange them here.
I think exchange in one so that we have funds on hand, and then keeping the rest for what we may need or.
We have easily over 1,000 gold's worth of items on us without having to break into Jenna's funds.
Yeah, we have 1,007. We can. The items are approximately 1,730 gold worth.
Well, it's
divided by 6. 1, 2, 3.
It will be the
5.
The last chance we have until we're in Tal'Dorei to exchange these if we leave Nicodranas. So as long as you are sure that we won't need any more funds.
The way we keep changing our goals, we could end up on the other side of the planet before we know it. We should probably get what resources we have collected when we can.
I think that's probably the best option. It might be the most prudent thing to get our funds into the most fungible form possible. Or we could just each tuck it away in our shirt and save it for a rainy day.
And to clarify, once you get to Tal'Dorei, you can convert it at any majorly established town, i.e. more than 1,500 people live there. Which is most of Tal'Dorei.
Right.
But we have a portable hole, so we can always just put the money in there and it won't...
Right. You could.
Let's Juana, I think you make the best point. 1 coin each. You decide how you want to do it. Does it work?
I'm done.
Alrighty.
It's 5 points. Yeah. Okay, that works.
Should we just call it shiny silver coin from Jenna, worth 1,000 gold?
They have an official name, Tal'Dasi.
Well, if we're going to... okay.
Is that with an I or a Y or an E?
I just put it in chat.
Oh.
These are Tal'Dasi currencies. And each of you have one worth 1,000 gold.
I've never dealt with banks or embassies or whatnot. Kai would just want to get the money. He knows money.
Realized I put the hand in as the hand of choking.
Tell us what you're really into, Sneak.
Give that to Kai. He needs it.
He does not need that.
He doesn't need any help.
Give me what?
Just said that the last thing you want is a monk running around with an erection.
I mean...
It slightly hampers your unarmored movement.
Does it grant you a third attack? Piercing damage only.
Flurry of blows.
Hey, make sure that
No,
you
that's a
write
counter attack.
What are you saying, Sterling?
Make sure you write down the coin on your character sheet, because I'm deleting that off of.
Yep.
Party loot.
Well, if some of us aren't going to exchange it, you're welcome to go sell everything else, and then could take people who want to exchange theirs, and we can meet at the inn later.
Sure. Sneak, shall we go?
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna go with Terran, but I'm not gonna exchange mine.
I'm not exchanging mine either. I'm gonna
Kai will
the
go
other
turn.
The other valuable items that I have.
Okay.
And he keeps a close eye on her so she doesn't try to get his coin.
Sure. So Kai and Terran are the only two going to the embassy?
Oana
I was gonna go with,
Oana, you're going as well?
but I'm not gonna exchange my coin.
Okay, so you're going with them. So Sterling and Sneak are going to try to sell the goods.
Correct.
Now, because you do have a bulk of goods, it is going to cost you gold to really try to find serious buyers capable of purchasing this. I mean, unless you want to go into a pawn shop, be like, I have this that's worth 1,000 gold. They go, I'll give you 300. You want to find a good, serious buyer. So, in order to look for this, you're looking at spending 50 GP right from the get-go. And
Okay.
then I am going to need a persuasion roll from one of the two of you.
I'll do that.
So yeah, go for it.
Your minimum roll is 21, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you're successful. So remove 50 gold from your character sheet.
I can put in 24.
All right, we'll split it. I'll do 26. You do 24.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's all of my golds.
Remove all of the shit in the bag of holding and replace it with gold.
All right.
Yes.
And
I
then
am
we're
going to
gonna
say
out
it'll
of-
take you all evening to do this, though.
That's fine. And then sneak out of the gold we get back. We're going to reimburse ourselves for the gold, so you have your 24 back.
Okay. Now, whatever that amount is, divvy it up across 5 individuals.
Okay.
Yep. Sterling, if you want to throw in your old armor with that, you can do that as well.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Yeah. Karen, Kai, Awana, the 3 of you walk over towards the embassy. Now, oddly enough, Awana, you've actually never been here despite how long you've been in Ecodranus. There is never a reason for you to go here. It's off the port itself, closer towards the guard stations, but far enough away that not everybody would, really seek to go there for any reason. Oops, sorry. This one. Now, as you approach towards the front doors, there are 2 very large guards adorned in Tal'Dorei's armor standing out front. And even before you get within 10, 20 paces, both of them go, "What business do you have here?"
I have Tal'Dorei to exchange.
Your name?
Terran Farlight.
Spotlight. Spotlight. I don't know who they are. Where are you from?
Wildemount. Not Wildemount. God damn it, I did it again. Whitestone.
Whitestone. You're from Whitestone?
I am.
And who is the governess?
Vexalia.
Very well. They both stand aside and open the front doors. In here, you do see that there is a handful of more highly influential people adorned in typical Tal'Dorei garbs. Clothing from there is less loose-fitted, a bit more refined and shapely towards them, but still made out of tough, strong material. Very frequently, they have padding over their shoulders that extend downwards just to give them more of a shape and view to discern who they are. And they seem to be yelling at concierge, yelling at people who are in charge and running everything. And it is a very busy place as the 3 of you walk in here. The one guard looks at the other 2 of you. Best behavior while in here. Understood.
Gotcha.
Good. They close the doors shut. Immediately, you have somebody walk over. I am very sorry about any inconvenience. Here you go. They hand you a piece of paper. On it is written 68.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything that I can get for you before your number is called?
Do you have tea or coffee?
Oh, absolutely, we do.
Thank you.
Yes. The 2 of you?
Oh, nothing for me. Thank you.
Very well.
Fine.
They smile and they look over at the tip jar right next to the waiting line, and then they walk away.
They get a gold coin in there.
I was hoping you'd accidentally drop a Taldaki.
Well,
So were they.
Yeah. Okay, that's still an incredibly generous tip. They come back quickly and they hand you a large cup or mug, and it is steaming hot with this very fresh, slightly bitter smelling aroma. a little bit of a spicy, minty scent to it as well. Here you go. This one was hand-chosen by our boss before coming here to work here more permanently. I hope you all are safe, happy, content.
Well, thank you. Very generous of you.
Of course. And they quickly move along. Up in the front, you do hear very loud yelling. Now, you said that we would be able to leave 3 days ago. 3 days ago. We are still here, and we are still waiting. What type of shit show are you running here? Just find me a boat. I am very sorry, ma'am, but there is no boats for you to have. We cannot travel across the waters right now. It is incredibly dangerous. Incredibly dangerous? Do you know who I am? My daddy is the one who actually founded this location. I am so very sorry. But orders from the coast and Celezo say that we are not allowed to charter any vessels, though the mess should be cleaned up in due time. This is preposterous. What is your name? What is your name? Merryweather. Merryweather. Good. Well, you will be hearing from my daddy. They turn very quickly.
Why, Merryweather, if I may, I say that you're doing a fantastic job here, and I think that you're just wonderful at what you do.
Excuse me, the person who was talking to her whips around. A little bit of a short on the side, but slightly combed over frontal hair, totally blonde, way too much makeup to hide somebody who's definitely ashamed that they've entered into their mid to late 30s as they pivot on their heels. Excuse me, but mind your own business. I'm talking to her right now.
And I happened to give her a compliment, and then there's a gold coin that goes across the counter to Merryweather.
Oh, all of this new money, I swear, there's no respect for it.
Can I look around, see how easy it would be to pick this ass's pocket?
Very difficult. There are armed guards everywhere, and these look to be more than just basic Celezos. These are embassy guards, military.
Hi, don't worry. Don't worry. If we really need to, I'm more than capable of handling it later.
I hope you have a good day, Miss Karen Dupont. And she just Dupont.
Do I know who that is?
Roll me a history. Let's see if you know the DePaul family. Yes, the DePaul family is kind of a monstrosity. They set up these very nice resorts all across coasts everywhere after purchasing the land from people who are falling on incredibly dark and horrible times at an incredibly cheap rate. And then they make sure that all of their estates, all of their personal belongings are so incredibly gouged in prices, and the taxations that they force upon people make it so that the people who were native to that land that they sold it to are forced out of it because they cannot fiscally live there. They have many estates across the Osmit Sea, and apparently one or two of them here in the Menagerie Coast.
In relation to Depew?
No, DePaul is a different family than the Depew family. Depew is Tabaxi. This is a Karen human.
Kai still snickers thinking about Depew.
Yeah, and I happen to know who you are, Miss DePaul.
Well, at least somebody has a little respect, and she...
Another gold goes to Merryweather, which is why I'm tipping her so well.
And she just walks out of here. 68. Merryweather calls.
That's us.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Do something nice for yourself. Get you something good, some relaxing or something with that this evening.
I mean, this is very I may go visit the Ruby tonight. Anyways, Hello, my name is Merryweather. How may I be of service with you all today?
We have Tal'Dorei to exchange.
Oh, wonderful. You're just in luck. This is the second to last day that we're actually accepting Tal'Dorei at this location. So that's good.
Oh,
Yes.
well, we are lucky then.
Yes, of course. Let me see your coins. Oh, that is marvelous. Would you like all of this to be transported into a carrying satchel that you all currently have, or are you looking to have this given to you in a bag?
A bag for me, please.
Very well.
Kai?
Much. Well, I assume 1,000 gold is going to be heavy. Yeah. How much? How heavy is the platinum conversion?
Well, if you wish to convert gold into platinum, you are going to be paying 2 silver on the gold. So minus 20%. So you would lose out on 200 gold by converting it to platinum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that's how they
And
get you.
1,000 gold isn't that heavy, right? Because
It's pretty fucking heavy.
it's a pound for 50 coins. So
If you put it on your character
Wait.
sheet, it'll show you going over.
Yeah, just put 1,000 gold on your character sheet, and then it'll say no.
okay.
I actually haven't hit that, so I'm at.
You haven't. I'm saying Oana.
Oh,
Maybe
I
Kai.
can't do math right now.
Sure. Let me go get a couple of bags for you. Are you sure? You all look like the hardy adventuring type. Do you not have access to a special bag? Bag of holding, portable hole. We can put it all in there.
But
For you.
it helps keep it separate from each person.
Understandable. No problem. I'll be right back. And while you're sitting here, she moves a fruit bowl onto the counter. These are Tal'Dorei fruits. From the coastline.
Darling.
Passion fruit, pomegranate, bananas are really
Taryn
big.
is just.
Yeah. Over here, you get more of the citrusy fruits, but you don't get the obnoxiously sweet ones unless you're from Tal'Dorei.
Once Kai sees Taryn eat one, he starts pigging out. He hasn't eaten in like 5 minutes.
True, it has been a whole 5 minutes. So, it takes her roughly a half an hour to gather up all your coins. And she brings over the 2 satchels, places the one down, brings out a tray, begins dumping coins onto the tray, shaking it, lining the coins up, and you see the trays are counted in stacks of 50. So 50 gold, 100 gold, 150, so on and so forth. And each stack that she gets, she takes down and places them standing up in front of you so you can count yourself. Does the same thing, repeats, does the same thing, repeats. And
His
once
eyes
you
kind of widen at this. I mean, he's used to living off of copper.
and after
Adventure for like 18 months. You've had gold.
Yeah, but not this much in one spot.
It's 2,000 gold because it's for both of us.
yeah, after she's done the first 1,000, are you satisfied with your count, or do you need a moment?
I am, thank you.
Very well. She takes it and puts it all into the satchel for you, hands it over, then does the same thing for you, Kai. Kai, are you going to count along with her?
Well, Kai probably can't count up to 1,000.
You only have to do 50 like 20 times.
Multiplication, yeah. Even I, the player, am not good at that. So,
Wait, did I do
Yeah.
that right? 50, 20 times?
Yeah, and it ends
Holy
up.
shit!
Yep, and
I'm
I
sorry.
did my character sheet. It's 20 pounds. Is how heavy the sex
It's
was.
not that bad.
20 pounds is fucking heavy, dude.
It's heavy, but
It's like a
you know,
backpack.
I
Yeah.
used to have a laptop that weighed 11 pounds.
I mean, get
It gets.
a smaller laptop. I have like,
Gaming laptops.
dude, this one, come on. And this one weighs
Yeah.
like 8 pounds.
I mean, back in high school, your backpack with like all those textbooks probably weighed 20 pounds, right?
Oh, you're funny. I never brought my textbooks to class. Fuck them. I would just go to my
Mine was
locker
like-
between classes. Fuck you. Just
Mine was like 36
Yeah.
pounds.
No.
So
I didn't have a locker.
Really? Oh, that sucks. No, my high school had lockers, and luckily, my classes were on the opposite side of the building from one another, so I literally had to walk past my locker every single class, anyways. So I would just be like, "Yo, dude, I'm walking from the other side of the building. If I'm late, I'm late." They're like, "Yeah, that's fine." So there's so many. I was always late times. But anyways, she finishes the stacking and hands it over to you. There you go. And do you need anything else today?
that was everything. Thank you.
You're most welcome. If you need anything else, we will be closing our doors in about 5 days or so. So make sure you come on through before then. Okay?
Of course. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Goodbye.
And Taryn, just to be clear, has like extra pieces of fruit like in her bag as well.
Oh, okay. Roll a sleight of hand. Let's see if they notice. It's
I
supposed.
had like juice going down his mouth.
She looks at the bowl that is mysteriously empty, but it was just full. As you all walk out of here, the next person in line's like, is there any chance that I can get a boat? No. Just that is everybody who's in this emissary right now. They're like, I want to go home. You can't.
Unless you want to get eaten by sea monsters.
Mm-hmm. So, over to Sterling and Sneak. During... yeah?
Sneak, real quick, I had a question for you. Did you want my old... Because you're wearing a breastplate, right? Do you want to swap it out for my breastplate?
Is yours Mastercrafters?
No. So
Then
I
no.
forgot yours was I forgot yours was Mastercraft.
Yeah.
Or Masterwork, Master...
That is the trade-off here.
Yeah.
Incriminating evidence.
Oh, don't worry. When you're in Tal'Dorei,
Old
nobody would...
slots.
Oh, wait.
Oh god, yeah. Goes from war crime to
Empire
UI.
spy!
Are there any of those stat tattoo parlors around?
What?
Those the tattoos where you get magic tattoos.
Unfortunately, you have to call ahead to somebody if you want to do that. It takes an entire day to do one piece of a tattoo, and you need to schedule it with them months in advance.
Yeah.
Plus, you need not coins, but dust of gems to do it.
Okay, so it's a bit complicated.
It is, but if you want to be like, hey, in 6 months, I'll be back here, I'm reserving a seat with you.
Taryn, you want to get some gems to do that whole argument thing if we need to?
Definitely
You mean for
convert it
tattoos?
No, for arguments. You apparently can get. He points to one of the arguments in his armor. You get these from powerful creatures with a magic. Do we have a magic user around? Oana, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, can I thought it was like only intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah, they're the only ones that can craft it.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can't craft it. You can only move them and buy them.
Like,
Sorry, buddy.
So we can't create them. Ugh.
That is
No.
correct.
No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sterling, did you work out what the split was for the party loot?
I did.
But anyways, everybody else quiet.
Implying what was it?
I'm sorry, what, Gerald?
I was saying that the two of you were going to have a moment where something happens. So everybody
Okay.
else quiet. Sterling and Sneak. After spending the gold to sweeten up the palms of certain workers, carnies, shop owners, just to get in line and contact with some notable, influential people around here. You do end up having to wait inside of a noble estate to a particular individual. Oh, here, let me move you back here. Sorry. The estate belongs to a Jacobson. That's who you're currently waiting on. You're downstairs in a fairly expensive foyer, ready to drop off your bronze sword, and some of the more ornate weapon-based things that you're trying to sell off here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're sitting there, Sterling, you look around, and this person has a handful of fine items on display, some of which you start recognizing at specific battles that have happened in the Empire over the decades. There have been defining features that happen inside of them. There was a battle against the Jorhasian border over at one of the other gates, where apparently there was a large amount of oozes that were released into Jorhas. And you see a vial of what appears to be the ichor from one of those oozes. And you also see placards of notable memorabilia from somebody who has served within the Empire's guard and military.
While I'm waiting, I'm just gonna kind of look a little bit more at these items.
Roll me an investigation. Sneak, you see Sterling walking around this foyer and looking at many of the items of interest. There are many historical items from the past, you'd estimate 40 years or so. There are rock falls that are expressed to have happened off the railway road, where there was a particular battle where Jorhasian spies successfully infiltrated into the Empire. And it wasn't until a group of soldiers were able to drop a massive amount of boulders from the side of the mount, or from the side of a hill on top of their encampment, crushing them all and killing them all, that the infiltration actually ended. There's another one where it appears to be petrified wood from the Rock Guard garrison. That one you particularly take note of and recognize. It is labeled as such, too, on display. There was a mage who came out to a battle that happened there, where somebody from Erzin, from Jorhas, was actually trying to infiltrate into the Empire, or so they said. Roll me a history check. You were stationed there 30 years ago when this happened. The individual from Erzin was an escapee from a battle that happened, where they got left behind inside of the Empire's borders. They tried escaping back to Jorhas, but they were captured, they were tortured, and they were kept captive. It wasn't until they escaped the captivity that a particular member of the Cerberus Assembly took it upon himself to hunt him down and use some type of magic that evaporated all of the water inside of a location. This wood is petrified wood from that location. You remember when you saw it, all of the trees were just barren and stuck in that form. And it was one of the most devastating magics you've ever seen. Though the assembly member, you did not know specifically who they were. At that point in time, you were still a little younger in your career. And, well, you don't ask questions about them. And you just keep noticing things just across the path.
Okay.
Now, as you're investigating, the two of you do hear footsteps walking. One at a time down the stairs. Step, same step, step, same step. Step, same step. And you, Sterling, knowing how this usually goes, you're already standing and smiling over at that area. Sneak, do you mimic or do you stay seated?
Yeah, I'm following Sterling's lead in this.
You see a fairly old-looking human, liver spots all across them, hunched over with a leaning neck and clear elderly age. The wrinkles of their face droop down long as they begin walking with a cane out into this area. Sterling, you immediately recognize Merlin Jacobson, a previous general and retiree to the Empire. Now, he is one of 3 generals that you are aware of to have ever retired from the Empire. And yeah. You were under his rank when you joined the military a while ago.
And it's evening or late afternoon?
By this point, it would be later in the afternoon.
Good afternoon, General. It's a pleasure to be here, and quite a collection you have here.
Thank you so very much. You must be Sterling. I see you brought your help. That is good.
And he begins limping into the room very heavily.
So, I heard that you have some historical items for sale. May I see them, please?
Certainly, and I'll pull out the sword and whatnot.
Nephew!
Yes, I'm coming down, Uncle.
Sorry, they don't raise them like they used to, you know?
Yes, yes.
You see a fairly tanned skin, but unnaturally tanned human walk around the corner. A little bit of a chin strap beard on his face, maybe in his mid to late 20s as he walks around. You do notice that there is a huge scar across his head as well. And his hair's kind of like combed over it to hide it as much as possible, but with your passive, you easily see.
John, this is Sterling. You knew I am a general. Are you from the motherland as well?
Yes. I was Major Sterling Khan.
Oh, well, Major, it is a pleasure.
And he straightens up and gives you a hearty chest salute, or as best as he could.
Right. And I'll return it.
And then
he
looks over at John.
Boy!
Yes, thank you, Major. I appreciate you very much.
Well, sorry, what were you saying?
I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us and
of course.
Look at what we have here.
I heard that you had a bronze rapier. Let me see it. John, come here, come on.
And John holds his hands out for the blade. You do see his right hand has a burn mark across the palm of it. He takes the rapier and turns it to his uncle and starts flipping it from side to side.
Oh, the light. Oh, that is a marvelous stone. So, do you know the history from this metal?
I don't. Perhaps you could share.
Oh, I would love to. Back over in Talonstad, there was a severe shortage of iron from the mines. this was back during my younger years serving, and there was a major battle that was brewing up. The dirty Kryn were getting ready to come across, you know. This was back before the Blood Walk was named such. And they knew that we had our shortage thanks to a infiltrating spy. Well, unbeknownst to them, we at this location, there was a strong ally from the north who understood how you could make a, well, less trustworthy metal, but if you instilled it with just a little bit of magic, you would actually be able to make it far stronger and quicker than steel. So, we managed to build up a very large summoning of these bronze weapons. And they were expecting to take us captive. None of them even, barely any of them came armed outside of the simple weaponry. They didn't expect the axes, the javelins, any of the swords.
And he looks at this with a lustful yearning that you recognize. He clearly misses these days.
I mean, back then I wasn't allowed to have a rapier. I was still a nobody. But my blade, I've killed so many Kryn with it. I would be very happy to purchase this from you, young man.
Yeah, and if someone were to own it, I'd like that person to be you.
Who knows? Maybe one day my boy will get off his ass and do something for the Empire.
He glares over at John. Uncle, I told you it... Yes, sir.
If I had it my way, we would still have forced military service to all people.
Yes, yes.
You would recall this was a very dark era in the Empire. Forcing everybody into it is not good. Especially when, even though we are at peace, they were constantly fighting at the borders.
Yeah, it's just what you want. An entire nation of racists, all trained to use swords.
Yeah. So, he gets his nephew to walk out and comes back with a very old-looking chest, places it down, and purchases the lot from you.
This is beautiful. If you come across any more of these artifacts, I am paying very handsomely for them, of course, especially if they are doused with Kryn blood.
Yes, General. That's good to know, and if I find any or come across them, I'll be sure to bring them to you.
Marvelous. Well, it's about time for my nightcap, so Auf Wiedersehen.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
He looks at you strangely for a few seconds as you're walking away. I need a deception check from you.
Alrighty. Do.
Yeah, that beats it. He doesn't catch on that you don't say goodnight back to him.
Yep.
Well, he catches it, but these youngins.
Yeah.
Anyways, the two of you walk outside of this estate and have to walk away from that.
Yeah. As we're walking away and turn the corner out of the gate or whatever, Sneak might catch Sterling do a subtle, just kind of like a cringe, just trying to, and then breathe and is back to his normal self.
Now, with all of you getting your money, I believe this is where we'll be able to end our session and pick up again next week in 2021. I'm not making that stupid joke. Don't worry. I fucking hate people who do that. It's bad. Don't do it. So, I will.
We haven't played in a whole year.
It's the see you next year.
We'll see you next time.